Welcome to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. In a solemn ceremony held in the Cleveland Police Headquarters, the memories of those killed in the line of duty were memorialized in the 2018 badge case ceremony.
This ceremony, our badge case ceremony, marks the beginning of this year's Police Memorial Week. There's no more appropriate time than now to salute each of those heroes who made the supreme sacrifice, who paid the ultimate price in the performance of their duties.
Cleveland Police Chief Calvin Williams told the crowd that the brave men who wore the badges enshrined in the case will never be forgotten.
This occasion is to make sure we don't forget, and you have our commitment that we will never forget. The officers that you see behind you spread out all the way back in the hallway, standing around the sides of the rooms, they're not going to let us forget. We're not going to forget you guys, and we're here for you.
The keynote address was given by Mary Lentz, whose father's badge is enshrined in the case.
Dad's focus on his service to the citizens of Cleveland was clearly reflected in his discussion with me that freshman year. He never mentioned being selected by Elliot Ness to be on his team as Safety Director Ness in his goals to reorganize the Cleveland Police Department and modernize the Traffic Division. Elliot Ness appointed Dad to the rank of lieutenant in 1937 and also assigned him to head the Traffic Division and to modernize and update the equipment and technologies.
Officers who perished in the line of duty were remembered at the 33rd Annual Greater Cleveland Peace Officer Memorial Service Program at Huntington Park in downtown Cleveland. Cuyahoga County Executive Armand Budish thanked the officers and their families and spoke of how they would not be forgotten.
We remember with you. We grieve with you. We appreciate you. And we are forever grateful to you for the sacrifices you and your families have made, and we will always be in your debt.
WKYC's Dawn Kendrick, who was Master of Ceremonies, said words are not enough.
We cannot repay them for making that ultimate sacrifice, but you know what we can do? We can keep the promise to honor their memory, not only in words, but in actions.
She then introduced her friend, Barbara Owens, who is the surviving mother of Patrolman Derek Owens of the Cleveland Division of Police, who spoke words of encouragement and said we need to keep moving forward.
One way in which we can keep on moving is to remember. We remember Derek and all of the other officers that are listed on those pillars. Every name is different. The communities they served, different. Their ranks, different. Their families and their family backgrounds, different. Their ages and their birthdays, different. But just as there are many differences, there are also many similarities. Because you see, they served, they protected, they defended, they loved, they cared, they set out to make a positive difference in this world, and they did.
Prior to the ceremony, the Police Memorial Parade made its way down Lakeside Avenue. The parade included officers from local, state, and federal agencies throughout the U.S. and Canada. You can catch the parade in its entirety only here on TV20. The Greater Cleveland Peace Officers Memorial Society hosted the annual Cleveland International Tattoo at Jacobs Pavilion. The tattoo is hosted every May in conjunction with the Greater Cleveland Police Memorial, National Police Week, and Peace Officers Memorial Day, honoring our fallen heroes. The event, which is open to all ages, features marching, music, and dance from such performers as the United States Coast Guard Silent Drill Team, the pipes and drums of the Cleveland Police, Tower City Chorus, the Murphy Irish Dancers, and much more. For more information, visit policememorialsociety.org. The Cleveland Police, local businesses, and members of the community gathered at Clark Elementary School for the 12th annual Stockyards Bike-a-thon. Children had a chance to win bikes that were donated by local organizations and were encouraged to ride for pride.
It's a great event for all, from the littlest ones to the strollers to the adults. We have a wide variety of activities as well as community resource tables that parents can learn a lot of information. We have come together as a group to create an event that all can enjoy.
It's important for us because, number one, we want to get the police out in the community. We want to create positive interactions with the kids. But we want to promote bike safety. We want the kids to wear their helmets. We want them to understand the importance of riding their bicycles safely, but also the importance of exercise. We have books here where we talk about the literacy. We have all the other resource tables. So it's a great community event to bring everybody together with the police and the fire department and let them know that we care.
It was a celebration of heroes in the council chambers at Cleveland City Hall as Cleveland EMS honored the EMTs and paramedics whose actions saved lives. EMS Commissioner Nicole Carlton opened the ceremony by praising their commitment to the citizens of Cleveland.
As we culminate EMS Week, I say thank you to all the employees of the Division of EMS who provide exemplary pre-hospital medical care and support to the frontline ambulances, and they contribute to the well-being of the citizens of Cleveland on a daily basis. To those receiving awards today, I would like to say job well done and congratulations.
Safety Director Michael McGrath also had words of praise for the honorees.
I respect the difficult work that you do. I pray for your continued safety, value your dedication and professionalism, and applaud your accomplishments.
Of the 55 paramedics and dispatchers honored, dispatcher Janet Valee won the Meritorious Service Award for her role in helping a young man deliver his girlfriend's baby over the phone as they were driving to the hospital. One of the more heartfelt moments came when dispatcher Patricia Sifford and paramedics Anthony Nida and Joseph Spurlock received the award from the man whose life they saved. Everyone at TV20 would like to thank all those in the Division of EMS for the heroic work they do on a daily basis. To help residents with their questions and issues concerning housing laws, Cleveland Municipal Court Housing Judge Ron O'Leary set up a neighborhood housing clinic in the Glenville neighborhood.
The whole goal of our clinics is really to give you the resources so that any questions that you have, that you can hopefully get them answered here. Our court, my staff and I like to come out into the neighborhoods. So to make it easier on everyone, we do about a half a dozen of these clinics per year. And we want you to be able to come in your neighborhood where it's easier for you instead of coming down to the Justice Center.
Those who attended the event had a chance to meet with a variety of vendors to gain more information and to have their questions answered. Besides Judge O'Leary, attendees also had access to representative of the Department of Aging, Animal Control, and Louise Jackson, Cleveland's Commissioner of Neighborhood Services, who spoke on the lead hazard control program.
And the criteria is that there has to be a child in the home with an elevated blood lead level, a visiting child with an elevated blood lead level, or a pregnant woman. So applications are taken in the Department of Community Development. You can call us at 664-2045, and then we can send you out an application, but that's the criteria for assistance.
To find out when the next housing clinic will be, visit clevelandmunicipalcourt.org and click on Housing Court. A graduation ceremony took place in the rotunda of Cleveland City Hall. The James H. Walker Turner Construction School of Management recently held their 49th annual graduation ceremony, graduating 28 men and women from their program. Cleveland's Chief of Public Affairs, Natoya Walker Minor, attended the ceremony and offered some sound advice to the graduates.
The thing that's important when it comes to construction is estimating on time so that you can make your profit, you can pay your bills, and you can store some. Save some of the resources that you earn. Don't spend everything. Make sure that you have separate accounts for your businesses, for your tax purposes. Make sure that you have clean audits. Make sure that when you are in the relationships with the prime contractors that you deliver.
Jeff Loyal of the Turner Construction Company told the graduates that Cleveland was the epicenter for their National Management Training Program, thanks to program founder Hilton Smith.
The rest of the country in Turner wanted to start a construction management training program just like we do it in Cleveland. So everybody knew to go to Hilton in order to figure out how to do that. Our first class was 5 people. Okay, and I think this other business unit that I worked to start it in had about 5 people. It now graduates about 100 people a year. But I've got to tell you, for those of you that are graduating today, what a super foundation this was.
Student Joseph Laurie shared his experiences from the program.
I haven't really been able to express in words the gratitude that me and my fellow classmates feel for the opportunities that have been afforded to us here. Honestly, how often do people get a chance to absorb industry knowledge at first-hand training at no cost? And the reward, a chance to become more lucrative in our quest for financial freedom. What a beautiful concept.
TV20 would like to congratulate all the graduates from the James H. Walker Turner School of Construction Management on their accomplishment. Well, a grocery store has opened up in Cleveland's Edgewater neighborhood. TV20 News special correspondent and Ward 15 Councilman Matt Zone takes us inside the grand opening of Lucky's Market.
Great day for the city of Cleveland. We struggle with trying to make sure we have our population and citizens having accessibility to high quality food and at prices that are somewhat affordable for our citizens. And Lucky's will be a great addition to this west side neighborhood of the city of Cleveland.
So if you can all help me, let's count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are officially open for business. Welcome to your Lucky's Market, Cleveland.
Hey, this is Matt Zone, councilman for the city of Cleveland, and today we're in Lucky's Market. It's the newest market opened up in northeastern Ohio, but here specifically in the Edgewater neighborhood of the city of Cleveland. I'm really excited to be here with Josephine, who is the social media manager for Lucky's Market, and Adam Davenport, who's a neighborhood resident, lives in the community, and works for the Detroit Shore organization. So Josephine, I think you could see how excited Cleveland is to have Lucky's in our market. Tell us a little bit about Lucky's and the work that you do.
Yeah, so we are super excited to be in Cleveland. We're based in Boulder, Colorado. Started in 2003, and we've been growing rapidly since then. This is our 31st store. So second in Ohio, first is in Columbus. So we're super excited to partner with these local brands. Local is very important to us, whether it's local farms, local products, local people, through our Bags for Change program where we donate to local nonprofits. We're just super excited to really nest in the community of Cleveland.
So Adam, I mean, what's a store like this mean to you to be in your community?
Oh, this is great. This is my now local home store, right? I could probably pop over, ride my bike here in 5 minutes. Great selection of food. It's also just right around the corner. I'm super happy about it.
So I want to encourage everyone who's watching this now, if you live in the city of Cleveland, come on down to the Edgewater neighborhood at West 116th and Clifton to shop in the newest grocery store, Lucky's Market, high quality foods at an affordable price. This is Cleveland City Councilman Matt Zone with Josephine, our social media manager at Lucky's, and Adam Davenport. Thank you for joining us here today.
Thank you, Councilman Zone. For more information on Lucky's Market, visit their website at luckysmarket.com. Well, National Infrastructure Week was May 14th to the 21st, and to celebrate a groundbreaking ceremony for the latest Westerly Storage Tunnel, the fourth in a 7-part series, was held near the Westerly Wastewater Treatment Plant. Infrastructure Week is an opportunity to showcase various projects and investments that we need in water and sewer.
The bottom line is it creates an environment where we're protecting
again, the greatest natural resource that not just Cleveland has, but the region has, which is Lake Erie.
When these 4 tunnels are complete, we will be able to prevent 1.7 billion gallons of combined sewage from entering local waterways.
Councilman Matt Zone, whose ward will be home to part of the 4th tunnel, says we should be more appreciative of the sewer district.
And what always is underappreciated, people always talk about roads and potholes, but what's always underappreciated is what you can't really see, and that's the work of what the sewer district does.
The tunnel will be 2 miles long, cost $135 million, and handle over 300 million gallons of combined sewer. The tunnel will run beneath Tremont, Ohio City, and Detroit Shoreway neighborhoods. For more information, visit neorsd.org. Well, as you know, our city has a rich history, and we want to test your knowledge. Our trivia question for this week: what year was the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo founded? Was it A, 1790, B, 1828, or C, 1882? We'll have the answer when we return.
The first time you ride the RTA Rapid Downtown for the big game, you may wonder, how do I get through the turnstile? What if I do it wrong and the turnstile doesn't let me through? Then the person behind me will have to back up, and they'll know I'm an RTA rookie, and I'll make us all late. Will that somehow affect our team? Will I have set off a butterfly effect, causing us to lose the game, single-handedly blowing any chance we ever had to? Oh, I just slide my pass and walk through the turnstile, and that was easy, and I could get used to this. It's easier than you think, Cleveland. RTA, get ready to ride.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance, so we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Welcome back to TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Our trivia question for this week: what year was the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo founded? Was it A, 1790, B, 1828, or C, 1882? The answer is C, 1882. Originally named the Cleveland Zoological Park, it opened in 1882 in Wade Park, where the Cleveland Museum of Art now stands. The zoo moved to its current home in Old Brooklyn in 1907. The start of summer season brings with it ribbon cuttings for newly refurbished Cleveland area parks. Low Park in Cleveland's Old Brooklyn neighborhood is the latest park to receive a makeover. A majority of the improvements were made to the baseball field, which was closed last season for the repairs, along with improvements to walking paths and the play area.
Today we come to celebrate the improvements made to this beautiful park in Cleveland's Old Brooklyn neighborhood. The improvements focused on enhanced areas for athletics, play, parking, and overall community accessibility.
City Council President and Ward 13 Councilman Kevin Kelly said a majority of the work done to improve the park cannot be seen.
Most of the improvements, while you can see the walking paths, you can see the new play equipment, you can see some of the things that are happening, most of the investment you can't see because it's underground. So it had to do with like coming up with drainage for the outfield so that the water would drain better, so that people could basically play. You know, we've had, throughout the years, we've had problems where it might rain over the weekend, but come Wednesday that water was still standing. So you couldn't have the game. So hopefully this really is something that will resolve that problem. We can just keep doing what kids love to do and parents love to do, which is play Little League baseball.
Cleveland Public Hall was the site of a giant music-filled party, and it was all about honoring the city's greatest residents. TV20 reporter Dan Monroe has more.
The Cleveland Department of Aging used Public Hall to hold their 29th annual Senior Day. Aging Director Mary McNamara said this year's theme revolves around their mission to keep Cleveland seniors active.
This year it's engage at every age, and really the message is no matter your age, whether you're 60, 65, or 95, there's ways that you can get engaged in the community, and we want you to. So for some today, you saw them dancing with recreation groups and they're exercising to stay engaged. For others, they're volunteering today as a way to stay engaged. There's so many ways to stay engaged, and really the message is to get out into the community.
Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson welcomed the nearly 2,000 senior citizens who came to this year's Senior Day with a message of thanks.
I want to thank you for the work that you put in to make the neighborhoods that you live in this city what it is today. You have put in the work, even though you may not receive the recognition, it's because of you that we are who we are today. So again, congratulations and welcome to the 29th Annual Senior Day in the City of Cleveland.
Each of the 17 city council members attended the event, along with a resident from their district that they chose as a special honoree for the way they give back to the community. Director McNamara told me that besides the citizen honorees, there were some other special groups that were recognized with the Age-Friendly Champions Award.
There are many agencies that make Cleveland age-friendly. The first was the Greater Cleveland Food Bank. They have made senior hunger one of their strategic efforts to try and reduce senior hunger. The second was Court Community Services. This has been around since 1985. It's a nonprofit that gives offenders in the court system an alternative to the traditional paying fines, and this would be an opportunity to do community service. So we count on them every day to help us cut grass, shovel snow, rake leaves. We wanted to honor them today.
Those that came to the Senior Day celebration had a great time. There was an information fair where people could learn about valuable resources from the nearly 60 vendors on hand. Then there was music, dancing, a free lunch, and a show from the senior line dancing groups from Cleveland's rec centers. Director McNamara said the greatest takeaway from the day, however, came courtesy of the Cleveland EMS as they gave everyone a potential lifesaver called the File of Life,
which is a magnetic sleeve that goes on your refrigerator. We hope every Cleveland senior has one. And inside it is information that an emergency personnel person might need if they have to come to your house. So they were out talking about the importance of it today and helping people fill it out. And that's something people can call us at the Department of Aging. If they didn't attend today, we'll mail them a File of Life and then ask them to put it on their refrigerator so EMS has access to it if they need it.
If you'd like a File of Life for your home, call the Department of Aging at 216-664-2833. At the 29th Annual Cleveland Senior Day for TV20, I'm Dan Monroe.
Young men in the greater Cleveland area recently got a chance to be educated on the importance of health at the 6th Annual Boys to Men Health and Empowerment Summit held at Cuyahoga Community College Metro Campus. This free event is open to all youth between the ages of 10 and 17.
Today we have many different facilitators from the community. Either they're from organizations or they have different programs within organizations or our mentors. So we have some organizations who are doing a chess workshop, teaching young men about chess. We have some workshops that are athletics, so teach them different ways of strength training, healthy eating. We have about health, mental health, emotional health, and how to alleviate stress. We have different employers out here connecting young men to how they could become better suited to be employed over the summertime. We have mentors here who are showing young men the ropes of just getting some type of support on becoming a young man and different types of programs they could join over the summer and throughout the year.
Mentorship is very important and can help you maximize your potential.
When boys need leadership, we notice that when young men feel a certain level of high efficacy, that they go on to perform well, and they go on to come back and be major contributors to things that are going on around or things that need to be changed within the city. So we're just trying to get a new group of young leaders inspired.
I hope this event will impact these youth by connecting them to resources. They're joining organizations, they're going to different programs, that it's increasing the participation level of these different programs, these organizations that are in the city that are great programs, but just need more outreach because of the way our community is segmented. But I really hope that these young men really find answers to questions they never knew they had, but to become motivated. Our theme is purpose-driven, no limit. So by the end of the summit, we hope that these young men not only know and believe that, but they have the resources to connect to after today that they could go to on Sunday, they could go to on Monday, they could start registering online, different places, so they can see how purpose-driven, no limit is aligned with their goals for their life.
This is a beautiful, beautiful event. That means that we are doing our job, and that means that the young men are going back and spreading words and saying that this is a worthwhile journey that they're on.
The summit has been going strong for 6 years, and the attendance continues to increase.
The growth we hope that will happen from this event is next year, the year after that, young men not only continue to come to the summit and we get more organizations to participate and we start filling those organizations in the community with young men and parents and families, but some of the young men who are part of the summit, they become facilitators themselves. That will be awesome. So the ideal is that the organization and the work will be self-functioning. Not only are new young people coming here every year, but those who are part of it, they can uplift it, make it better, and you know, it could really increase the life of the work through All About Your Health.
The 9th Annual Asian Festival took place in the Asiatown neighborhood. Over 40,000 people came out to enjoy live entertainment, food from local vendors, and more. MC for the festival, Wayne Wong, said the event is a collaborative effort and has a bigger goal.
Our mission really is threefold. We want to draw attention to the thriving Asiatown community here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's really a hidden gem for a lot of people, firstly. Secondly, we want to share our Asian culture with Northeast Ohio. And then thirdly, the month of May is Asian Pacific American Islander Heritage Month. So that's why we always have the festival in May. It's always the weekend before Memorial Day. We've always been very proud of how we've helped to stimulate economic development in this area. So this year we've actually formulated that in the form of a contest. And so Chimu is the winner of that contest, and as part of that we offer her quite a bit of financial assistance in terms of being here at the festival, offering a booth to her, offering her marketing, and also some seed funding to allow her business to start. We've done that with a variety of different businesses to actually had their start at the festival, gain the following, and then actually started restaurants and businesses outside of the festival. So what we like to say is the festival is only for a weekend, but Asiatown is here year-round. So we want to make sure people come on back down and enjoy everything that we have to offer, whether it's the restaurants, which are plentiful, and also the many markets that are here as well.
First-time attendees told us what they think of the event.
I am very impressed. I will come back again. The food is great, the water is great, the atmosphere is great, the music is just really great to be here.
It's a good opportunity to connect with the Asian community and just to see how, you know, the food, the dance, the martial arts and all of that. It's really wonderful just to have Cleveland community connect like this, and you see all nationalities around here. Everybody's just jamming out to the food and entertainment.
To learn more about the festival and the Asiatown neighborhood, visit clevelandasianfestival.org.
3, 2, 1.
No amount of rain could keep the over 20,000 runners and walkers and thousands of volunteers and spectators from attending the 41st annual Cleveland Rite Aid Marathon. With a time of 2 hours and 16 minutes, Daniel Musfun officially took first place at this year's Rite Aid Cleveland Marathon. Daniel says it was the crowd that kept him going and gave his appreciation.
So thank you, the people of Cleveland. People is the power of the race.
To learn more and register for the 2019 race, visit clevelandmarathon.com. Thanks for watching TV20 News. We are Cleveland. I'm Leah Haslage. Up next, we'll have Christian Patterson with the Inside Sports Report.